What's going on, guys? So let's talk about having a trading plan. Let's talk about this. You may have heard it before. You may have heard me talk about it before. You may have heard someone else talk about it before. You may have read it before, but this is a very, very important topic. Okay. As simple as it sounds, it's extremely common to see so many people enter into trades and they have no idea what they're doing. Okay. If you don't have a trading plan, meaning that you don't understand what it is that you're trading, what type of strategy that you're using, you should not be trading at all. And I'm not one of these people that says, you should go practice paper trading or trade on simulation until you learn how to trade. I don't believe in that crap, because you don't get the same kind of raw emotions when you're trading fake money, when you're trading against the computer. It's just like if you're playing a video game. I can sit here all day and play a video game against a computer and pass every single level. But as soon as I go online and play against someone, that's on the other end of that screen, the ball game is different. It's the same thing with trading. It's you versus the other trader. It's your entry versus someone else's entry. Okay. If you're buying the stock, you're buying the stock against somebody who is emotionally selling. Okay, so think about that. Anytime you buy a stock, that's an emotional seller selling you their stock. Okay. Emotional sellers sell to technical buyers, and technical buyers will buy from emotional sellers. That's just the way it is. So a lot of people on social media that I see, that I've come across, you can't tell their ass from a hole in the wall, and as blunt as that is, and as real as it is, it's true. If you don't have a trading plan, meaning that if you don't know what your strategy is, are you a dip buyer? Are you a 3-bar player? Do you play pivots? Do you play three bar plays? Do you use the VWAP? Do you use the 9 EMA? Are you a momentum trader? Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Half the time, so many people that I've come across, they don't know what the difference between being a day trader and a swing trader is. You can't enter into a day trade with a swing trader's stop loss. Just like you can't enter into a scalp and try to make a swing trader's profits, if that makes sense. If you're scalping, you're taking 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, depending on the stock that you're playing. Let's say, for example, you're playing Tesla. You enter into a Tesla play, a nice pivot breakout. You're playing momentum. Tesla can go 50 cents, $1, $1.50. But if you're a scalper, you're moving, scaling in, and you're scaling out. Regardless if that stock goes up $20 after. It does not matter if the stock goes up, because you know why? Your trading plan is to trade like a scalper. Your mentality should be you are a scalper. You're taking profits. That's the whole definition of a scalper. Okay. You must have rules. If you don't have rules, it's like taking a plate of spaghetti and throwing it against the wall, hoping that something sticks. I always like to tell people, when you're just starting out, you need to learn one strategy and you need to master that one strategy and that one strategy only. So that doesn't mean that you're looking at your watch list and you're seeing 5 different stocks run up $5, 5%, 10%, so forth and so forth, and you're trying to chase every single one of them. I would rather you wait all day for your one particular strategy to come into play, take that play, go all in, get all out. What's the point in nibbling on this stock, that's breaking out, and nibbling on this stock that's taking a dip, and nibbling on this stock that's, over VWAP or over the 9 EMA or confirmed a pivot? What's the point in nibbling at a bunch of different trade ideas all at once if you're going to break even at the end of the day, or potentially be negative at the end of the day? So if you don't have a trading plan, meaning you don't know what type of strategy that you're playing, that you're good at, that you're comfortable with, you should not be trading. If you have to mentally sit in front of your computer, in front of your phone, in front of your laptop, whatever it is that you're using to trade off of, if you have to sit in front of that device and literally wait for your play to come into action and mentally say, I would buy here, and mentally tell yourself, I'm going to sell here. Or, hey, I would have bought this stock at this price. The stock did not do what I wanted to do, and cut the loss. You know, I'm not really, like I said, a big fan of paper trading, playing with fake money. I believe in this. Find a stock, have your trading plan, lay out a list of rules, buy 3 shares. Buy 3 shares. I don't care if the stock costs $10, $30. You buy 3 shares at your entry. You start to scale out. You sell 1 share. You start to scale out. You sell 2 shares. You hold that last share as a runner. Stock comes back in. Sell it at break even. Do that 10 times, 20 times, 50 times every day, but trade with real money. Never practice with fake money. Never practice with fake money, because the emotions are not the same. You have to understand your rules. If you do not have rules, if you don't have a max pain, if I'm going to enter a stock, I'm just going to use very general examples. If I'm going to risk 1,000 and, I don't want to lose any more than $50, then you're out at $50. Regardless, if that's the rule that you have set in place for your trading plan, you have to follow it to a T. You can't say that I'm down $50. Should I hold? If you're asking yourself, if you're asking someone else, should you sell? Should you break even? Should you take these profits? You do not have a trading plan, and all you're looking for is confirmation of your messed up way of trading, if that makes sense. So first things first, guys, if you want to be a profitable trader, is learn a strategy. Learn one strategy. Are you going to play opening range breaks? Are you going to play pivots that are breaking over previous resistance? Are you going to play dips into rising support on stocks that are strong? For example, today is July 28th. AMD was very, very strong all day today. However, it did come into the 9 EMA, bounced perfectly off the 9 EMA, and ran up another 1.5. Point being that is, if you missed AMD and now you're feeling this FOMO, you're feeling this anxiety, like everybody else is making money on the trade, everybody else is in this trade, I'm missing, and now you start to chase, and now the stock comes back in, tests the 9 EMA, breaks below it, sells off for another 2 points. That's not having a trading plan. That's being a sheep, chasing other sheep, going around in a circle. So the point is that if you don't have a strategy, that's the first thing you need to do. You need to find a strategy that you're comfortable with, and you need to implement that strategy starting next session, whether that be tomorrow, whether that be today, whenever it is that you're watching this video. You need to have one strategy that you're going to master to a T. Now, obviously, any strategy that you pick, any strategy that you play is going to have a winning percentage and is going to have a losing percentage. The point is that, can you effectively trade that strategy with the same set of rules every single time? Every single time. If you can't, if let's say you're playing an opening range break, stock put in a high pre-market of 100, you're looking to scalp. If the stock passed $100, you're looking to get in, ride it for 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, just sell and get out. Let's just say that's your strategy. If you can't do that to a T every single time, and if the stock goes against you, sell it. And now you're holding and you're hoping that, oh, well, I think that it's going to come back. You're not ready. You're not ready. You need to have rules. You need to have a trading plan. You need to understand your strategy, and you need to just focus on your strategy. There's never a time that I tell myself or I ask myself, should I sell the stock? Should I get out of the stock? When should I cut my losses? I already know before I go into the trade where I'm going to cut a loss. It's predetermined. It's predetermined where my stop loss is at. What the market is doing has no relevancy over what I'm doing. What somebody else is trading has no merit over what I am doing. I already understand what my strategy is. I already understand where I would like to take profits if the stock gets there. I already understand where I would cut my losses if the stock does not do what I want it to do. There is no confirmation that you or that my neighbor or that someone on social media or someone on YouTube or anybody can tell me, because I understand my strategy. I have rules in place and I have a trading plan. Either the trading plan is going to work or it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, you need to accept that as a trader and cut your loss or break even. But this whole idea of asking, should I get out of the trade? Should I cut losses? Should I be holding? Do you think the stock is coming back up? Those questions are impossible to answer. Only you can answer those questions, because I don't know what your trading plan is. I don't know what your account size is. I have no idea what rules you have set up for yourself. I do not know what strategy you are using. If I'm playing a pivot breakout strategy and you're buying the dip and you're asking me, do you think the stock is going higher? Of course, I'm going to say, according to what I see in my trading plan, I believe the stock is going higher. And if you have the intentions to buy the dip, that does not mean you now switch your trading plan to chasing a stock that's already up after I'm already in the trade. Your trading plan was to buy the dip off of support. Nobody else's opinion should change that. Whether the stock ever got down to the price that you wanted to buy it at is a different story. If the stock never gets down to your support level where you want to bounce this stock, then you never buy the stock, because your trading plan was to buy the stock that is strong into rising support. If it never came in, and let's just say it's an all-day runner and it never came into backtest support, then you never buy the stock. You don't switch your trading plan and say, well, the stock is strong all day, it's never come down to test support, and now let me just buy it at its highs. Because the minute you buy it at its highs, the stock comes back in on you 10 points. If you don't believe me, go against your trading plan, chase something because you think something's going to happen, and see how many times you are correct and see how many times you are wrong. The market will save you once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. But that one time that you are wrong, the market will take back all of those wins in one trade. It's better to have a strategy, know your strategy. If you have rules, write down your list of rules. For example, one of my rules is if I take 2 losing trades today, 2 losing trades, I'm done. I don't even look for another setup. I am done. I'm done. If I take 2 losses, meaning that my strategy came into play, I made an entry, the move failed, right? Because no move is ever 100%. No strategy is ever 100% effective. The strategy failed. I exited the trade. That happened to me twice. I'm done for the day. I pack it up. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow there's a new play, there's a new stock, there's new momentum. The sentiment has changed. Think about that, guys. Think about that. If you do not have a strategy, there's no way you have a trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan, there's no possible way that you can set rules for yourself as a trader. If you're jumping around from buying the dip, buying a breakout, playing pre-market, playing earnings, playing a strong stock on momentum, if you are jumping around between all of these different strategies, that's like taking that plate of spaghetti, like I spoke about in the beginning of this video, throwing it against a wall and hoping that something sticks. I would rather you have a clear-cut strategy, focus on one or two stocks. If those stocks confirm your pattern, your strategy, your trading plan, you take those plays. If they never confirm, it never confirms your trading plan, the strategy never comes into play for the day, you don't take the trade. That doesn't mean now you go look for 2, 3, 4, 5 other stocks to play. I hope that makes sense, guys. I wasn't trying to be arrogant or just come off like you know what. But I mean, trading's a real business, guys. We are all using real money. And anytime you play with money, you know, it's for keeps. So anytime you mess with someone's pocketbook, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or 50 cents. It should matter. This is a business. This is a career. This is not just something that, you know, you can't just play games with the stock market. You can't just play games with trading. Trading will eat you up. It'll drain you mentally. And, you know, you can go into depression. You can lose a lot of money, which can force you to start doing bad trades. Guys, anytime you're playing with money, anytime you are investing, anytime you are risking your hard-earned dollars, you need to have a trading plan. You need to have rules. You need to stick to your strategy. Hope that helps out a little bit, guys. If you could, and you did watch the end of this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, drop me a comment, join the Discord. If you don't have a trading plan, you don't have a strategy, learn the strategy that I'm using. I stick to the same strategy 365 days out of the year. My strategy does not change. Okay? Does not change. I've been using the same strategy for years. That's in the description boxes below, but I will see you guys all in the next video.